July 27th, all right, 2020. It is Daily Motivation. I am your host, Jeffrey Jansen. Hope everybody's having a great day. Hey, I want to tell everybody about another guy. If you really want to know, this is a funny one because there's a really good Jeff Jansen out there. I want to say I'm the good one. I want to say I'm the bad one. But there's one that if you go to jeffjansen.com, he's a televangelist. And he's really a good guy. He is awesome. I told him I was going to give him a shout out because he travels the world and, he's a preacher of sorts. Just a really good guy. He's from Tennessee. And I just kind of want to give him a shout out because I know that he's been rooting for me and, everything that goes on. He's been extremely nice. I don't really know him personally or at least I know him. I've talked to him and stuff like that. Really great guy. But if you go to the jeffjansen.com, that's the only one I don't own. It's the only one that I don't have. You'll see that he's got a huge following. Great guy. He's got a big. If you know who. I'm having a brain fart this morning. It's early. Okay. If you know who Joel Osteen is, he's kind of that type of. And I like Joel Osteen. I think he's got a good message. I think he's great at getting the message across and everything else. So that being said, let's get into it today. Today's Tuesday. Oh my gosh, we got to get this work week started, everybody. My sun's out. It's going to be in the 90s again today, everybody. Here's your weather forecast. Who cares? Get out and do something. That's your weather forecast. If you got to go dance in the rain with your wife, your husband, then go dance in the rain. But it's not going to rain. Well, there might be. I don't know. You have to turn on the news for that. So today, what are your goals? You need to start writing down your goals, not putting them on the computer, but actually writing them down. If you want to get motivated and energized, when you got up this morning, the very first thing you should have done is said, thanks God, you let me get up today. Now let's go kick off the day and get this day started. That would probably been the first thing you should have done. Then after that, you get a little bit of coffee in your system or whatever it is you do. Don't get your kids up. It's still summertime. Let those kids sleep a little bit. They earned it. I bet you they were up late last night. And with the coronavirus and everything going on, what are you going to do? Have a little time for yourself. Read a couple good pages out of a good book this morning, okay? Put the news away. Turn the news off. You know what? You want to know what the news is going to be? On all channels, CNN, Fox, MSNBC, British Broadcasting Network, everything. It's going to be negative. So don't get away from all that. You know what? Thank God you got up this morning and then go and write some positive things you're going to do down. Maybe you want to bake with your kids tonight. Maybe make some bread and some cookies. Maybe you want to do something positive for your girlfriend or boyfriend tonight. Maybe you want to do something nice for your husband or wife. And if you have a little bit of time this morning, make them some breakfast when you get up. I've been up freaking since about, 4 or 5 o'clock this morning. Go run, get your exercise in. I know people give me excuses why they can't do exercises. It's either upper body or lower body or, what. You know what? It doesn't take much to walk up and down your stairs, do a couple push-ups, basically get out of your recliner, stand up, sit down, stand up, sit down. Do something to get that blood pumping, that blood flowing, You got to have some natural energy. You've got to get up and get going. Now, if you're trying to go in for a job, I'm going to tell you this right now. If you look like a rag kid, and what I mean by that is it means you're sloppy, your hair's not done, you go in wearing shorts to an interview, I tell you this, me personally, I would not give you the job. You already lost the job. The reason why is because you got to be presentable, okay? It's funny when people go to church. You know why you dress up for church? It's so you feel good about yourself. When you dress up, you feel good about yourself. You feel like you can take on the world when you're wearing nice clothes. Do that for all your interviews. Now, maybe it is you're trying to go get a job, okay? Or maybe it is you're trying to start your new network marketing business. Or maybe you are trying to convince people that you can help them with all their nutrition needs. Great. So when you do it, write it down, plan for it, dress accordingly, and then go out there and conquer the world. Now, my suggestion would be is every day, if you have a resume and you're putting it out, every day re-look at that resume and think of something more or something different or how you can correct that resume all the time. There's no such thing as a perfect resume because you can constantly keep updating it to get a better job, to get in good places, okay? Now, if you're worried about coronavirus and everything like that, great. There's not much you can do other than protect yourself. But on the other hand, you can't lock yourself away because you need to put food on the table, you need to eat, you need to sleep, you need to have some type of connection with the outside world. Otherwise, your brain will start pulling away from everybody. All right? Now, I say all this in good means because I believe in each and every one of you. Now, the first thing I want you to do is believe in yourself, okay? When you believe in yourself, there's not much you can or cannot do, okay? The reason why is because you must believe in yourself first and foremost. That is one of the most important things you can ever do, is believe in yourself, okay? Stop buying into all the negative stuff. Majority of all military, 99% of all military are very good people, okay? They really are. They're very, very good people. 99% of all police officers are great people, and they're heroes. 99% of all nurses and doctors are heroes. They are great people. You have to keep telling yourself this every day, because if there's a culture out there that's trying to convince us otherwise, all because they have a narrative they're trying to put across, well, our narrative always needs to be positive. Our narrative needs to be, what can we do to make our lives better and the lives better of people around us? Apologize while I talk. I'm going to get myself ready because I got a bunch of stuff I got to do today. So do that. Go out and be kind. If you're not kind to yourself, then how can you be kind to anybody else? You know, you must be kind to yourself. You must talk positive to yourself. If people are negative, then you need to start getting around positive people. All right? One of the things I did when I took over and when I took on some responsibilities from other jobs or other, is one of the things I noticed when people started losing memberships, okay? And this happens all the time in every single different organization and group, is because people go negative. People start thinking the bad in everybody. People start thinking that, what makes me any different? And they start going negative, and there's a negative impact on everything that's going on. So you got to be positive. If you're positive about everything, it's hard work. Hard work is not going to be easy, but hard work can be positive. Yes, you're tired. Yes, you're burnt out. Yes, you're wore out. But that doesn't mean it's bad. It doesn't mean you need to be in a bad mood. It just means I'm tired. I'm burnt out. Okay. I used to work all the time when I was at Wavering Aquatic Center. I worked nonstop. And the reason why I had nothing else to do. So I worked all the time. And I worked with some of the greatest people around. But one of the things I didn't do was I didn't look at their greatness too much. I only saw, we got to get this done. And I became a workaholic. And I wasn't as positive as I should have been. And then I joined the Marine Corps. Then there was times where I wasn't very positive. But I noticed every day when I got up and I did my exercise and I yelled and I screamed and I took all that frustration out. Then I thought back to something my mom told me. Jeff, when you get mad, yell as loud as you can in a pillow and keep yelling till you can't yell anymore, but do it right in a pillow. Well, not only do I remember that my energy levels went up, but my temper came down. Who I am, I was able to think clearly just by yelling into a pillow. My mom taught me that, not the Marine Corps. My mom taught me a lot of awesome things because my mom was awesome. My mom was an awesome lady with a big heart who died in 1990, okay? And the key to that is be great every day. So do something that's going to motivate you today. Know that God loves you. Know I love you. Know that you matter every day. Gracie, if you're watching this today, because I know you're with your mom, know this. I love you, sweetheart, with my entire heart. I'm very, very proud of you. There's nothing that I wouldn't do for you. I will make sure I go to hell and back to make sure you're okay. So just know this. Each and every person out there, tell your kid you love them today. Tell them you're proud of them. Gracie, I am proud of you. I tell you this because this is what I tell my daughter. I tell everybody this because I know it has an impact and I know it's important. And each and every one of you is important. And you got to remember that. Each and every one of you makes a difference. You may not think you make a difference. You may think that, oh, woe is me, life's so terrible. But when you're thinking that, then that means you're not trying to think of other people. It means you're not thinking of putting your best foot forward. You're only thinking of yourself. You got to start thinking of other people. You got to start doing the right thing for the right reason, the right way. I remember that's what I learned with First Sergeant Military, First Sergeant Squires, who all became Sergeant Majors later on, okay? There are things you've got to do, and you can't lead anybody until you get yourself under control. And that's the key to everything, getting yourself under control. Be calm, be patient. Things will work out in your favor. Even though, like me, I can't find half the stuff I need. But that happens, right? And just know this. You're a good person. Every one of you. I'm proud to know you. Doesn't matter where you're at in the world. I know I've got friends from all over the world on here. I've always known that. Okay? And that's why I love you guys. It's because my friends, they don't have a shape, a denomination. They don't have a color, a creed, or a culture. They come from everywhere. They are everybody. And that is what is so freaking awesome. That is why we do what we do. All right, everybody, I've got to get going now. As you can see, I'm starting to get all my stuff together and have to get my face masks and everything on. But know this, you matter, you're important. Go out there and do your best today. Shout, get out there, get motivated, get going. Don't care what people say, think, or do about you. Get out there and go, go, go. You're also going to see a lot of football this year because one of my best friends in the whole world, his daughter is playing football this year, and she's better than almost all the guys on the team. She's awesome, and I don't care what anybody thinks. She's not lowering the bar to her level. She's raising to the bar and climbing over it to show that anybody can do. You don't need to set the standards lower because of what somebody thinks or does. Those people need to go to the bar, and she's going to the bar, and she's already doing it, and she's doing awesome at it. Just remember that. Don't ever set the bar lower. Go to the bar. It means step up. Do what it takes. You know what? If you can't do it, then go out there and keep practicing till you can, because that's what makes all of us awesome. If you start lowering the bar, then who cares about anything? Okay? Not everybody's going to be the best baker, the best cooker, the best runner, the fastest. We all are broken. Remember that. But guess what? If you keep practicing and keep rising and knowing where the bar is at, but you don't need the bar to be lowered to you. You need to go to the bar and jump over it. In the Marine Corps, did you know the majority of all infantry Marines don't care if they serve side by side with a woman? Did you know that? You know why? Because if they can do what we do, which they can, by the way, and they've proven they can, we don't care. The only thing we don't want, and the women don't want this, and the men don't want this, and the cultures don't want this, we don't want the bar being set so low that we can no longer defend ourselves because we're trying to cater to somebody. That's not going to win battles. That's not going to win wars. That's not going to get jobs. If the bar has to be set low and everybody can do it, then nobody's going to want it. In the Olympics, you're not all going to be able to go get gold medals. That's why the bars are set so high. You have to reach the bar. The bar doesn't come to you. You got to go to the bar. You got to plan. You got to pre-plan. You got to write it down. That's why I tell you every day, read a good book. Write it down. Be great. My name's Jeffrey Jansen, everybody. I got to get going. Go to that bar. Don't let the bar go to you. Jump over it. Be great. You're awesome. You matter. God loves you. I love you. You matter. And I'll see you later. See you later, everybody. God bless.